No, I'm not doing it. Right, I'll tell you what. If everyone can hear me, I'll tell you a little bit of what's going on. Right, if you all would, don't mean banter and all right, banter and Masters. First of all, Masters, do you know what's going on here?
I'll jump out.
I don't know.
Just a minute, banter. Yeah, jump off. I'll be gone in a minute. You can have my place back. Masters, what's happened?
No one's timing you out on nothing. I don't know what you're going on about, man. No one's hiding you. No one's fucking timing you out, mate.
Masters.
Aye.
What's been happening is I've been there's a woman called Ultra who's in all the chats, and she was a mod on my live a couple of times, went rogue, and I gave her a chance, and then she got Instagram because I asked me about Instagram. I said, yeah, Instagram's great. You have to give out your personal number. So she got Instagram, didn't realise that I was the only person she fucking followed. And I was her only follower, been chatting, but she's never talked about anything other than intelligent stuff, just like talking about Scandinavian music, Swedish music. Gets better, regular stuff, right? Just been talking about, and not a great deal of messages either. It's a man. It's a fucking man, right? And because he left my live last night and I didn't know we were a man, he sent me some messages saying, oh, you didn't even notice I'd left. Sent me a voice message. I nearly fucking died. Full-on man voice. I was 100% sure it was a fucking woman. So I didn't reply to the messages. I thought, fuck you. He sent me 10 messages through the night that I totally ignored. This morning, he deleted them all, right? And then I'm watching 10 through the night. Listen to this. And then this morning, I'm watching Shuffling's live, and Ultra goes in the chat and puts, I am female. So I messaged him. I sent a voice message, and I said, I don't know what the fuck your game is, but you are not a female, you're a bloke. You sound like you, because you put I don't know Julian, by the way. I thought, what does that mean?
Do you know what I think it is, Babs? It's because you're talking to me and you're letting me on your panel.
There's not to do with you, love. This is before you even come along. Ultra, we're a woman. Right. We've all, a lot of us have been fooled. So he sent me this. So I said, look, you don't go on live streams and say you're female. That is dangerous and it is scary. You mustn't do that. I don't get fooled. And you fooled me.
That's creepy behaviour in my books.
You know what he did? Start sending me fucking aggressive messages in his big Duke Van voice. Really? Tell me what he's going to fucking do. And don't you open a can of worms. Don't you go where you don't understand. I said, look, it's none of my business. I don't want to know. But do not go on lives and say you're female.
Don't you worry. I'd come to your house in a heartbeat and I'd fucking be there for you. And don't you worry.
Well, I appreciate that, but I tell you what, I've got bigger fucking balls than Ultra. I'm not scared of Ultra, and he is some sort of fucking cunt. He is a cunt. So, anybody in the chat who's in the chat who thinks it's funny or it's just what does it matter if it's a man or a woman?
Funny, man.
It doesn't matter.
Just blank him.
It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. That's fuck all to do with it. I said, don't go on live saying you are female. That's not what I said. And Ultra doesn't like that. And I will play all the messages tonight, you dirty sick cunt. And you play all your messages, Ultra. Get your big man voice on this panel. How dare you? How dare you try and fucking gaslight me? And talking about Lindsay and fucking Emma, you fucking pervert. You said quite clearly that you detest them. You're fucking trolling Lindsay, but we'll go to that later, you dirty cunt. You dirty cunt. You made me think you were female, right? It was totally fucking inappropriate. I thought something was funny last night when she asked about how big my tits were, and I just thought that's weird. But I was in the middle of a fucking live, and then what I thought was a she left the live stream. I didn't notice. Sends me a message. Oh, I've left the live stream, but you probably didn't notice. I was still on the live stream. I still ignored it, and then sent another 10 messages that were all deleted by this morning. You fucking weirdo. I've got all the fucking voice messages. You are a pervert, Ultra, and don't even fucking think for 1 second I won't let everybody know.
Keep them just in case he's a fucking predator.
He's a predator. All he's done is talk about grooming and being groomed. I'm part of the pyramid. It's all dropping down me. We're all being groomed. We're all being fucking this. I said, what pyramid? I said, I'm sat on top of the pyramid, you fucking weirdo. But thinking it's a woman, right? The message about tits is a tights message. Barb, what's the problem? Are you Ultra, Barb? Because you're making some funny comments. I don't have to answer to anybody. I'm just defending what I'm saying.
Is he even clever enough to remember what they've said? You know what I mean?
He's a fucking predator. He's a predator.
Well, just keep their notes and keep them in your wee store and keep them if you need to use them.
It is strange behaviour to come on and
Raver Lindsay to fuck. It was disgusting to Raver Lindsay.
I agree, mate. That's strange behaviour.
Well, look what he's putting in the chat. I'm catching you out of your act, Babs. Wait a minute. Wait, I'm sorry, but what are you talking about, Bab? There is no fucking act. I thought Ultra was a woman. Then Ultra sent me a voice message and it's a deep man voice. Then Ultra put in a chat that he was female and I said, don't say you're female. It's dangerous behaviour. But I tell you what, if you guys in the chat that are ripping me about it think that's okay, I hope he doesn't fucking get hold of your wife. And I'm going now. Fuck you in the chat that think I'm lying. And thank you very much to all those that you're listening. I'll do a live tonight. I'll play all the fucking message.
We've just heard the fucking voice notes, man.
Babs, we know you're a 6-year-old.
We've just heard the voice notes.
Aye.
And by the way, Ultra's trying to bring you guys down. He thinks you're all a set of cunts and he thinks you're fucking grooming. I am a cunt. And you're being groomed. Well, I'm a cunt as well.
Yeah.
I'm a cunt as well.
I'm a cunt and all, so.
I begged you to join Insta Ultra.
We're all cunts.
You had
I'll
one
be back
follower.
In 5 minutes. Archie, just stay on. I'll get back. I've literally got to go.
One follower, and you followed one person. I didn't realise that till this morning. Ultra, you're straight up fucking pervert. You're a straight up pervert. You're a predator, and you're a fucking groomer. And I now
it is fucking predator shit life.
It's and
it is predator shit life. Pretending to be a fucking to come on to say like you're a woman when really you're a man. What's all that about?
It's from behaviour. It's from down south. Yeah, I bet you've got I bet you've got a D cup, and I just thought that's weird for a woman to say. But this is while I'm in the middle of a fucking live, right?
You could understand if it was a lesbian, maybe asking you that if she fancied you or whatever. But
I didn't. I just thought it was weird, and then when I got a fucking voice message. And it sounded like, it's not Julian. I never said it was Julian. He said, I don't know Julian, by the way, and then sent a voice. Then he said, no, it's not Julian. He said, I don't know Julian, by the way, then sent a voice message, and he sounds very similar to Julian, but it's not Julian. It just sounds like it's from the same area. Right? And then he said to Jack, and then he said to Jackie, Julian, I don't think it's you. This weirdo fucking Ultra's a bloke being pretending to be a woman, started fucking threatening me because I called him out, right? And so, and Barb is Ultra, by the way, everybody. Barb in the chat is Ultra. So is Dexter. So is fucking Felix and somebody there. All Ultra is a pervert, a fucking pervert. He says, I don't know Julian, by the way, then sends me a voice message. He sounds like he's from round the corner from you, Julian. He told Jackie that he lives round the corner from her. Thank fuck she's moved to Ireland. So she's safe. It's disgusting, and I've not played half of the fucking messages. I'll play the rest of them tonight. And I tell you what, Ultra,
you've said
not
enough,
finished
man.
On here.
MD who's got a brain can see through the lines. We know exactly he's a creepy bastard. Let's forget about him. Fuck him. Know what I mean?
It was a joke. It was a joke. Julian, it wasn't a fucking joke. He's a weirdo. Julian is a fucking and I didn't say it was Julian, 100% fish guy, fucking pound fish guy. He says in his message, I don't know Julian, by the way, then sent a voice message the first time I've heard his voice, and it was a fucking just a minute, Masters. The first time I've ever heard his voice, and it sounds like he lives around the corner from Julian. It's got the same accent, right? But I tell you what, he says we're all being groomed. He says, fucking hell. Do you know what I can't be doing with this fucking chat, right? I'm gonna go. I'm sorry to all the good people in the chat, but there's too many cunts. One emoji, Barb separate. It's all Ultra, you fucking sad cunt. You wait till I get my fucking hands on you, you dirty bastard, and God help you if any of the fucking blokes you dirty fucking cunt.
I'm really
sorry, everybody. Stuttering, Barb. Stuttering.
Voice notes.
Are you daft? I've got all the voice notes, Julian. You'll die. I'll do a private stream, Julian. I'll play it for you shortly. And Barb.
See, I thought that was you originally. That one, Barb.
No. That's what you fucking noticed. And it was somebody else who called somebody else the other night with that same picture. That's not Barb is that's not me. I'm Babs. I've only ever been called Babs, and I only ever have this picture of Barbara Windsor in various fucking colours.
You had that other picture.
That's where I've been getting mixed up, man.
And do you know what else I told Ultra? I said, as you've probably just heard on the message, I said, I'm not bothered whether you're male or female, but you don't go in chats and saying you are female. You don't go in chats and saying you're female. Oh, he went fucking wild. You don't know what road you're going down. You're opening a can of worms. If you want to do that, then you do it. And then starts saying all sorts of shit to me. So don't worry. Tonight, you'll hear it all.
Ted Bundy's wee cousin. Sounds like Ted Bundy's wee cousin to me.
It sounds like fucking Decker Eggy's fucking cousin. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry for shouting. I'm so mad. Honestly, I'd braid this fucking ultra
Julian, we know it's not you. We heard the voice notes, Julian.
No, it's not you.
Oh, it's not you, Julian. He just mentioned you. He says he sent me a text message and he put, "I don't know Julian, by the way," and then sent me his voice. I nearly fucking died.
It's fucking. Babs' channel's called Radio Babs. Is it called Radio Babs?
It's called Radio Babs, the barefaced liar. Yeah, it's called Radio Babs, love. Sorry, I'm so mad at him, fucking dirty bastard. I don't care if you're Arthur Martha or you're a chick with a dick. I'm not bothered, but don't tell me you're female. Carry on being female, and then go in the chat after I've heard your fucking big man voice and put "I am female." Fuck off. And because I told you not to do that in private, I told you that on an Instagram message, which I've still got. I told you about in my voice. Then you went fucking wild. I just told him I'm not interested. I don't want to know people like that. Fucking weirdo.
I don't like you. I don't hate you. I'm just, you're not my radar. Know what I mean?
Just, you know what to do with me. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, but no, thank you. I tell you what, Ultra, you ain't got a fucking womb. You're not a woman. You're clearly some sort of transvestite. Well, more fool you for pretending to be a woman. You should have just said, clout chasing off you. I've got a clout. You haven't got one, you cunt. All right, I'm going now. Thank you. Goodbye. Sorry.
Babs,
love you, Masters. Love you, Archie. Love you all in the chat.
Sight doesn't go that far with this cunt.
Masters is a cunt, okay? Yeah. He's a cunt. He's a dirty fucking deviant talking about grooming. Well, I tell you what, anybody who's had contact with this pervert,
that's bullshit.
Fucking grooming. The only one who's grooming is Ultra. Grooming what? Yeah. Cut your cock off, Ultra, and you still won't be a woman, you dirty bastard. And also, by the way, Masters, 1 second. When you hear his voice notes, when you hear all of them, you're going to hear him go from being like an effeminate voice like that. I'll play the first one. The first one is just, oh, he's so funny. He talks like that. And then as soon as I call him out for being a bloke, he starts fucking talking like that. Well, he don't fucking talk like that, but I can't do a man's voice. Do you know what? I've made myself look worse, Ultra. Dickhead. Right, I'm going to go because I shouldn't. I'm so sorry for raging at this time. I really am sorry, but
Ultra should be the one that should be fucking ashamed, pretending to be a fucking.
How's he not giving on stating his case? Do
you know why? Because he's a fucking pervert.
He's a shite house.
Exactly.
Yes.
What does anybody come on and state the case when they're a barefaced fucking liar? Do the fuck? Tonight, Ultra, you're going to get your dream because I'm going to take both of your fucking bollocks off and show you for the bitch that you are. And how dare you, after what you did to Raver Lindsay, and then you're going to do this, and you think you're going to get away with it?
Is that the one that done that to my wee pal?
You haven't heard the half of it. He went sick
at Raver Lindsay.
He's done it to more than just me and Lindsay. He's definitely. There's more victims out there. Do you know
woman, is it?
You had it, Ultra. You fucking had it, Ultra. You have fucking had it. You dirty cunt. And I told you on those voice messages. I'm going to get
everybody to make all sorts of fucking cartoons on you.
She wanted my Insta. Wait a minute. She wanted my Insta because she wanted some side action. Are you daft? I thought you were a woman. I've got a husband. I'm not bi and I'm not lesbian. That's disgusting.
Don't try and fucking make it out like she was wanting a piece of you.
Do you know what? I'm going to jump off because I don't want to get upset because you know what? I'm hard as fuck me, but this dirty cunt has creeped me the fuck out. So
don't get yourself fucking upset with that.
Do you know what? I don't get fucking upset, but this dirty cunt.
Come on, we're stronger than that.
Oh, I'm
in my head sometimes, but come on, we're stronger than that. Babs, you're a fucking strong lady.
No, Ultra's from down south. He's not a Scouse. No, he's from Essex, somewhere in Essex, I'd say.
London.
It sounds a bit like Julian, but he just hasn't got that. His accent's got a strong.
It's not Julian's deep voice, but it's the similar accent. Right, I'm going to go because I'm not going to cut myself. And thank you for hearing me out. I'm sorry for shouting, everybody.
We'll be able to yours later, Bob. Bob?
Yes, love? It's all good. It's all good in the hood, don't worry.
Right, they've gone.
I won't block him. I'd let him have his say. No, don't block him because then we can't. No. You shouldn't block him. Let him have his fucking say because he's just going to go behind the scenes. He's going to go behind the scenes.
Banter. Unblocking banter. Unblocking for us.
Unblock him because he's going to go behind the scenes and that's where he's dangerous. And he was desperate for me not to out him. He was threatening me with all sorts. And I said, I'm not interested in outing you. Just stop saying you're female. But he went on and on and on. And then he come in the chat at the end of your live this morning, Archie, at the very end of it, after I've said all this to him, he comes on your live and he puts, what sex am I, female? And then your live ended, the dirty cunt.
Right, see, Banter said he come in and said he was a woman this morning. Like
he did. He said that first. He was a woman. Yeah, he said he was a woman, and that's what made me send the messages to him to say, "Don't you dare go on there and say you're a woman. You are not a woman. I've heard your voice." And then at the very end of your life, he said, "At the very end of your life, he said, what am I, a female, or what sex am I, or some shit like that." Dirty.
He's fucking an ultra pervert, but it sounds it anyway.
And one emoji, Barb, the vegetable con, Barb, B-A-R-B, Dexter, Felix, they are all ultra. Okay, they're all ultra. So there you go. So that's why you say, anybody you see that one emoji, Barb, he's clearly harmless and bantering. Well, you won't say that if he gets hold of your wife, if you're a legit person. So I'm going to go because, do you know what? Dirty cunt. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, guys.
God bless.
Oh, yeah.
See you tonight, love. See you tonight, love. Sorry about that. Bye-bye.